How you doing, folks? I'm Gary and this is A Kilted Drummer. Welcome back to another wee episode here in the dining room, guys, and tonight we're going for another blend. As you can see, it is a bit of Johnnie Walker, red label. We'll get it in a glass and we'll have a wee chat. So obviously another blend tonight. Last time out we looked at Johnnie Walker Black Label, which is part of the core range, and at the time I mentioned that there were a number of other sort of, if you want, core expressions that come out underneath the Johnnie label brand, and one of them I mentioned then was the red label. So we've got this one in the glass. I'm not going to chat too much about Johnnie Walker because we did it in the last video, but what we'll say, just a little bit of history on this, is that Johnnie Walker red label as it is now, I think used to be called Johnnie Walker Old Highland Red Label. It's been around as a red label brand for Johnnie Walker. I think 1909 is the date they give it, so it's been, you know, good sort of what, 110, 115 years sort of thing, that this brand, the red label, has been running around, and over that period of time it has sold. It really does sell, and today, as we're standing right now in 2023, Johnnie Walker Red Label is the best selling Scotch in the world, and that's quite a big statement, really. Best selling Scotch in the world. Like the other Johnnie Walker Black that we had the other week there, this is a 40% blended whiskey, a blend of malts and grains. It's said that the recipe for this has somewhere in the region of 30 different whiskies contained in the blend, and they sort of advertise it as coming from the four corners of Scotland. They also make sort of notes of it being, I think they call them lighter whiskies, more an east coast of Scotland, if you want lighter whiskies, with also a bit of a west coast heavier whiskies, and they're slightly edging towards the smokier side of things. So yeah, they're marketing as a whiskey that sort of encompasses Scotland. So let's give this one a wee sniff. Now, the 12-year-old, or sorry, the black label, I'll give them that one away, is a 12-year-old, or the minimum age whiskies in that bottle is 12-year-old, whereas this one comes out as a non-age, so we know that the minimum age in here is going to be 3-year-old, but there's probably older whiskey in it. Softer than the black label. The black label has a sort of, for me, there's a smokiness to it. This is a fruitier. Vanilla. I'd like to maybe almost say that Speyside orchardness, apples. Pleasant. Nothing harsh or rough, no burns, anything like that. 40%, you're not going to get that. Bit of an aniseed in there. Slightly thin, you're kind of expecting that. Vanilla, fruity, as I said, slight aniseed. On the finish, there starts to find a little bit of a smoky edge to it, but nothing strong or overpowering or anything like that. You know, it's a whiskey you could just sort of sit and sip without really having to do much of that thought thing with it. You know, it's not an overly complex whiskey. for a bottle that's said to have 30 different whiskies in it, you're not going to find that. You know, it's got a flavour profile of probably what it's supposed to be, of quite being light, and when I say they advertise it on that lighter side, and that's what it's giving away there. It's giving away that lighter, almost fruity, slightly sweet sort of flavour profile to it. Nothing harsh about it at all, nothing bad. This bottle I picked up a couple of days ago for, I think it was £21. Doing a bit of research, looking around online, and it's always going to be in that region. If I'd been fast enough, I think the week before it was selling at about £15 in one of the supermarkets. But even then, you know, £21, stick it on your shelf. With it being the best selling scotch in the world, there's always going to be somebody that pops into your house that knows Johnnie the Walker Red Label, that knows Johnnie Walker Black Label, or just knows Johnnie Walker. And if you're going to offer anybody a wee dram, Johnnie Walker's a name they're going to recognise. You know, maybe keep some people happy. Nothing wrong with it, guys. Yeah, if you've got a spare 20 quid lying around, you know, and you don't know what to do, maybe pick up a wee bottle of Red Label. Slange.